Welcome to the Sage Thought Leadership Podcast, building experiences that connect, remove friction, and deliver insights. Well, hi everyone, and welcome to our podcast. I'm Ed Kless, and with me today is my Sage colleague, Melentha Bisetty. Melentha is a growth hacker in the continuous innovation team, and she has worked in retail and the IT industry for the last 14 years and has extensive experience in marketing, communication, and campaign management. Her current area of focus is the growth and scale of the continuous improvement community through data and experimentation. She also proudly co-drives the Facilitation Dojo, which gives colleagues a safe space to learn, practice, and improve their facilitation skills with valuable tools and techniques. Welcome to the Sage Thought Leadership Podcast, Melentha.
Thank you so much, Ed. Great to be here.
Well, first off, why do you do what you do?
Well, Ed, it's just like a really great time for me personally, I feel, to be at Sage. It's really exciting to be on this innovation journey at Sage. And I get to work with colleagues from different parts of the business and collaborate on projects. I get to experiment, which is something new on a day-to-day, and it's really exciting for me.
So talk to me a little bit more about this Facilitation Dojo.
Okay, yeah, so the Facilitation Dojo was something that started at the beginning of this year, and the way it came about is when I started in continuous innovation, I was, made aware of all these facilitation tools, and there were lots of opportunities to facilitate, and I was very new to facilitation, and I was just very lucky to have some mentors in continuous innovation community to really help me to upskill with facilitation. And it got to a point where my mentor Maria actually came up with this idea, why don't we start a dojo? And I was like, yes, sure, why not, let's do it. And, so we co-created this dojo together that exists till today. And yeah, it's a great place for colleagues to just learn and practice facilitation. I love being a part of it because empowering others to grow is something that I'm really passionate about. So yeah, I'm just really grateful to be a part of it.
Tell me a little bit about one of these Facilitation Dojo meetings. What do they look like? How are they structured?
Okay, so yes, it's open to any colleague from any function, any country. Although some of the colleagues in the Pacific time zone, it might be a bit early, but we've had some that actually wake up at 5 a.m. and join us, which is really exciting. And yeah, so it's usually created around a specific topic to help you improve your facilitation skills. So we look at the topics from the audience themselves. So we ask participants what they would like to learn about, and then it's about that. And we usually have volunteers in the session that actually facilitate the session. They are coached and mentored by the drivers. And it's a safe space where you get a bit of knowledge and learning about a specific topic. And thereafter, it's completely open, and you go into breakout rooms and you actually get to physically practice. So no more talking. You actually get to be hands-on and practice what you've just learned in a group with other colleagues.
And what do you think is one of the skills that you've been able to most improve since you've been a part of this group?
Well, one thing that's improved a lot for me is my self-confidence. I've never been really confident about public speaking, and the Facilitation Dojo has helped me so much with my self-confidence. Also, the tools and techniques that I've learned have also made me aware of how I can actually just be more planned and prepared for a session. And I think, the engagement techniques as well, like how to get everybody involved in a conversation or how to do ideation sessions effectively. It's been really interesting. And up until today, I'm always learning new things.
So what are some of the things that you do to try to draw people out, to try to get other people engaged in the conversation? What are some of the things that you've done with that?
So one of the things that's very big in continuous innovation and that we ensure we bring into these facilitation dojos is psychological safety. So we ensure that colleagues know that it's a safe space, and we also encourage that they also feel that way. So we're not saying it. So what we do is we create a safe space where everyone is open to speak. There's no judgment for what you say. There's no feeling of, oh, you don't know the answer, you're incompetent. No, there's no right or wrong answer. And by creating this safe space, we also give people the right to pass. So, if we ask you something and you're not comfortable to answer, you can just pass. And again, there's no judgment for doing so. So by, bringing in all these deliberate tools and techniques, we're giving colleagues a safe space to feel like they can contribute. And so, when you do ask them, hey, what do you think? Some may not want to speak up, but then we also say, okay, you're more than welcome to also just use the chat if you prefer, or you can just observe, because there's learning in all of it,
And Melentha, we have an exit question that we ask all of our guests, and that is, who is a hero of yours and why are they a hero?
Oh, I have a lot of heroes, but I would say the first person that comes to my mind is my mother. She's really, really a hardworking person that I completely admire. I was raised as my mom was a single parent with 2 kids, and being a mom myself today, I really just admire that because it's really not easy to do all of that. And she's still there helping us, supporting us, and caring for us, doing as much as she can. And for me, I'd say that's really heroic.
And lastly, Melentha, how can somebody contact you?
Well, I'm available on Teams. You can just search my name, and also on LinkedIn, I'm available. So you can just search my name and you can contact me there.
All right. Melentha Bisetty, my Sage colleague and growth hacker in the Continuous Innovation team, thanks so much for being a guest on the Sage Thought Leadership Podcast.
And thank you so much for having me.
Review and subscribe by searching your podcast player of choice for Sage Thought Leadership Podcast.